was just a soul skier, and now it appears a comp skier.
Well, he's certainly found the blend there to get himself to perform. Abel Moga, young Spanish rookie, burst onto the scene on the podium at his home event in Fieberbrunn, and now kicking things off. Abel getting into the Nar. He studies under the wing of Aymar Navarro. I have a feeling we're going to see something Navarro-esque here from Abel.
Yeah, he's pretty at home in hard conditions and just heading straight into a serious section of exposure in the Eagle Cliff here.
Holy, let's see, line it up, Abel, straight off. Oh no!
Taking a tumble.
He didn't quite make the landing.
And coming to a stop there.
Yeah, he's up and moving. That's awesome. I think he just luckily hit the bushes on the left side there. You can see behind him, ski coming down.
Giving us a wave. I think he's pretty good there. Just a bit frustrated. But I'm looking forward to seeing that replay. Maybe that snow in the Eagle Cliff where we haven't seen anyone go yet could be a little bit punchy. It's not seen the sun. I think it could be pretty loose, dry.
Yeah, I think he was a touch short too. I think he came up a little short and maybe even clipped his tails on the end of the rock and just got bucked forward. And as soon as you lose your balance, all right, well, Craig, walk us through your analysis of this.
So this is such an impressive line. I mean, he's committed from 50 meters up the ridge and then all the way down here. That cliff itself is just so huge, and yeah, he just came up short in my opinion there. And then you can see how steep it is by how he's just getting, like, how fast he's moving head over heels downhill. He's a very strong man, tough guy, really good spirits, and I'm sure he'll just be gutted with the crash, but it's great to see that he's not injured and his ski looks to be in a tricky situation there.
There are times when being a ski ninja all of a sudden becomes a pretty scary job, and I think this is one of those that somebody's going to have to go into that cliff band to retrieve that thing.
I would not like to have that job today. But stoked to see that he's okay, and it looks like they're making a plan to get that ski back.
Yeah, strategizing the uphill line score, not just a downhill thing. Line selection. So Abel Moga absolutely throwing it down, the first man into the Eagle. There's been a lot of chit-chat at the face check of whether or not it was on. That's a tough one. It's a tough one because Abel went off there fast. I mean, he wasn't. Yeah. He didn't hesitate. He didn't really check his speed at all, and he still came up short. So in your opinion, Craig, would you say that's on? Like, can somebody make that distance?
I think Christopher Turdell could probably make it happen if anyone could, and he's still to come. So we might see him in there, and you know, fingers crossed he cleans it. But I think just the line itself is so gnarly. Like I said, as soon as you drop off the ridge, it's blind. You're rolling into it, and you're committing from way before you reach the cliff. You're committing. You have to get your turns exactly right. Make sure the slough's not going to catch you. You've got to hit that mini air and then get your trajectory set up perfectly. There you can see the eagle, the two wings, and then the body with the mini cliff on the tail there. And it's just such a committing line, and I think, you know, if he was to stick that, that'd be, you know, the move of the day. And hopefully we do see someone.
So getting that out is tricky. So Abel Moga switching gears here. He's at start number 2, which to me means he's not going to the Eagle. I mean, unless he does an insane traverse, but I don't think that's going to happen. So looking to just get one to his feet, I think, for the young Spanish rider.
Dropping in from start 2, I think that's a wise maneuver. If you have that experience on the Eagle, it's a pretty serious feature. So lining up something completely different for us off the Housel.
Yeah, flying into it, right into that sea of bomb holes. Seamless transition back onto the snow. So definitely looking good. A completely different style of riding here. And Abel Moga, part of this new generation who have big mountain chops and a deep bag of freestyle tricks. He can do whichever one is on call and required in the moment. Big backflip for Abel Moga.
Stomps it with a heavy head.
Okay, well, Abel paying off going over to this side right now as things are looking good, and he is flying into the slushy section out here on the left side, absolutely pumping this. Now this one, we've seen riders go super far. Abel, no different, shifty and the grab, so throwing air and style points out there, loving this run, and it must feel good for Abel to get a run down. Well, I mean, he's not there yet, but don't want to jinx him, but he is almost there, and that's got to feel good after that heavy slam on the Eagle.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to see it, and so cool for him to bring a completely different approach between his first and second runs, just showing his real array of skills across freeride and freestyle.
Yeah, I mean, that must be so tricky to have scoped out like two completely different runs, different lines, different styles on the other side of the face, but Abel making it look like the easiest thing in the world, laying that backflip out, getting the skis apart, and then landing so strong. Love to see it. And then this one, just catching the grab as he shoots across high safety there on the shifty. Really, really clean and strong run for Abel Moga. So Max still holding on to that hot seat. It's been a good year for people named Max. 93.33 is the score to beat Abel Moga, going a complete shift in tactics and sides of the venue to put himself well into the conversation here for a strong finish. 84.67. So Abel Moga is going to take 6th currently, but we are not done. We still have a man at the top. And 84.67 is certainly better than the full yard sale that he had on run number 1. So you can see strong reaction there from Abel Moga. He kind of gave a little fist pump, stoked to get that one down and kind of redeem himself with a completely different run. I got to give him so much credit.